players play an important role in having an excellent, smooth, wonderful contest. So we need to know more about these roles and what their responsibility linked with each of these roles, such as you heard, contest chair, timer, sergeant at arms, all these roles. So our next segment is going to highlight these different roles within the contest and their responsibility. Who is going to present that? A very young, energetic lady. She has been in 1.5 years in Toastmasters. Currently, she is Assistant Director, Program Equality for Division C. She is also Vice President Education for Bahrain Advanced Toastmasters Club and Vice President Public Relations for Bahrain Educators Toastmasters Club. Translator and interpreter by profession who enjoy reading, Toastmastering, and a strange hobby. I think we are matching together, collecting stationery. We need to exchange a Toastmaster. Our guest who is going to present the next segment is a Toastmaster Nuha Madani with her presentation. So let us all welcome Toastmaster Nuha with her presentation, contest, functionaries, roles and responsibility. Contest, functionaries, roles and responsibility by Toastmaster Nuha Madani. Nuha, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, our vibrant MC, Toastmaster DTM, Distinguished Toastmaster 𝗣𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗡𝗣𝗥 Abdullah, and I agree with everyone and everything that was said about you. You're a dedicated Toastmaster. You're always here to support and you're always here to help. Thank you, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Is my background flipped? Okay. Functionaries and role players. Let me share my screen. We all know the importance of functionaries and role players. Okay. Are you able to see my screen? Okay, so functionaries and role players. We know that in contest, every single role player, starting from the contest chair until to timers, ballot counters, everyone is important and everyone is essential, and they play an important role. And without the role, the contest will not be in harmony, and it will not be, you will not be able to produce a quality of a contest. So we will be speaking about 5 roles and responsibilities in functionaries, roles and responsibilities in contest, and that is the sergeant at arms, the IT moderator, the timer, the ballot counter, and the contest master. So are you ready? Great. Okay, so I have my chat on now. We will be taking each and every role by before, during, and after the contest. First, we'll be speaking about the sergeant at arms role. So I want you to write in the chat, what do you think the role of the sergeant at arms before the contest? Even before the contest day, what do the sergeant at arms need to do? Come on, let's keep the comments going. You can write in the chat even if getting the attendees how rule of the ground. This is on the day of the contest or during the contest. I'm speaking about before the contest. We have to arrange logistics, prepare the names of the contest, look for venue. Well, look for venue, I think this is the contest shared role. Let me spare you from the guesses and give you what the sergeant at arms need to do before the contest. First of all, if he's the sergeant at arms or chief sergeant at arms, you need to connect with the sergeant at arms team, IT team, and other functionaries to discuss the most important issues. You need to connect them, have their phone numbers. You need to attend the briefing and learn how to use the breakout room, revise your script with the contest chair, and get the contest chair introduction, maintain a copy of the agenda and the speaking order, because you're the one who will prepare the contestants, so you need to have the speaking order. And you need to contact contestants regarding their props. This is specifically for physical contest, because you're the one who will be handling the props with the contestants. And also, this is also for physical contest. You need to know where the exits are, where the entrance are, the restrooms, because you will be the person directing, or one of your team, if you're the chief sergeant at arms, you will be the one directing the attendees to know the location or the contest area. Also, and this is most important, you need to be early, you need to be professional, dress in a professional manner, and be proactive, and this is important. Every single role player is important, so every single role player, you don't need to do it alone, but you have to initiate it, because this is your role and responsibility. So this is before the contest. What do you need to do as sergeant at arms during the contest? Any guesses? I'll give you 1 minute. Please share in the chat. During the contest, it's the contest day, we're about to start the contest. What do you need to do as sergeant at arms? Come on, let's keep the enthusiasm, keep the chat going. Okay, let's check. Lock all doors, no one coming out, right? This is one of the main responsibilities for the sergeant at arms. First of all, before starting the contest, you need to get confirmation from the event chair that it's time to start the meeting. Can I start the meeting? And this is important to communicate with contest chair, because sometimes there are role players missing and everything. Contest chair need to check that and give you permission to start the meeting. Second, when starting the meeting, be loud and clear, especially when you're stating the house rule. You're laying the ground for the house rule that everyone needs to listen to, so you need to be loud and clear. Third, it's your role to prepare the contestants, check their audio and video settings. And this is the script that you need to also confirm with the contest chair or contest master on how to prepare the contestants. There's a special phrase they need to say. You need to be able to hear them and see them clearly before they start their speech. Third, you need to maintain order in the breakout room. This is your key responsibility if you are the sergeant at arms assigned to the breakout room, to make sure that everyone is visible within the frame they are sitting on, their microphones are on, their videos are on, and when they are about to be called on to do their speeches, you need to inform them that they are going next. And the most important thing, and I think this is in all role players, is to keep the communication active. And as I said before, be proactive. Now, this is the tricky one. What does the sergeant at arms do after the contest? Now, we did all the hard work, we prepared for the contest, we did our work during the contest day. What do we need to do after? Any guesses? I don't know if anyone can unmute themselves. I think it would be, yes, yeah. Wonderful, GTM Murali. Yes, put everything back the same, especially in the physical contest. Stay late and dismantle and clear the meeting space. We need to submit the meeting space as we received it from the company or the hotel providing the space, and clear the room. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Rashid Maimoon. So this is for the sergeant at arms role. And sergeant at arms does not do the magic by alone. There are other roles like the IT moderator. And now what does the IT moderator need to do before the day of the contest? Any guesses? If you can unmute or if you can type in the chat. If it is interactive, it would be more beneficial, I guess. So what does the IT moderator, if you are the IT head or if you are part of the IT team, what do you need to do? As I heard before when Toastmasters Shiraz, DTM Shiraz was doing his presentation, more than 70% of us have been involved in organizing a contest. So let me see some responses. Yes, DTM Murali. Can we unmute DTM Murali? Set the Zoom account settings. Well, that is correct. The DTM to be Toastmaster Danish. IT moderator, can we unmute DTM Murali?
Yeah, thank you very much. First, to make sure that everybody attends the meeting prior to the contest and sets their Zoom account to the latest version. And it is ideal if the Zoom master can tell everyone to be present in the laptop or the desktop model rather than having mobile, which will be confusing for them itself, and make sure that there is no virtual background. I think these are the normal things, and should know about the breakouts rules in contest like evaluation as well as in table topics, and make sure that you have been told that no physical presence should be there in that breakout room other than themselves. I think these are the nominal things, and others are all briefed, other role players about the role players, and naming the ceremony, naming for all the role players, including the speakers. I think these are some of the things.
Well, some of the things are from the contest chair roles, but you said something really important, which is set up the settings for the Zoom settings. This is something need to be done before the meeting, before the contest. You need to know how to initiate breakout rooms, how to close them, how to call people from or send them to the breakout rooms. And first of all, you need to connect with IT head, IT team, Sergeant at Arms teams, and other functionaries. Attend the briefing. If you don't know how to use Zoom, learn how to use it. Clear any doubts. Test every setting that you need, and make sure that you enable the mute option and upon attendees' entries, because this is often causing a disruption in the contest. Someone is joining and their mics are on and is disturbing the speaker. So attend briefing, discuss previously the co-host rights with the contest chair. And if they want to use spotlight options, you need to know what is expected from you on the day of the contest. Also maintain a copy of the agenda, speaking order, slides and certificate, especially slides and certificate, because you are the one who will be responsible for sharing them. If it is a physical contest, you need to check the lectern and equipments before the contest. If the mic is working, if the other equipments are working, set up the meeting settings, that is if it's online, and always be early, be professional, and be proactive. Initiate the action. Now, what do Sergeant at Arms need to do, IT moderators need to do during the meeting? It's the meeting day. What do they need to do? Yes, of course, this is one important point. Disable profile pictures, because we have judges and we want to keep them anonymous. Thank you, DTM Madani. Okay, so what do the IT moderator need to do during the contest? The first thing is, when opening the meeting, Zoom meeting, enable waiting room, create breakout room, assign co-host privileges as discussed with the contest chair, and on the start of the contest, mute everyone and disable the chat. This is very important because sometimes it's distracting the speaker. Place lights and certificates when needed, and also lock the meeting room during the contest. This is highly important, especially during the evaluation and table topic contest. During the whole contest, the meeting room should be locked. Other contests, when the speaker is speaking, meeting room should be locked. No one should be allowed during the contestant speech. If the IT moderator noticed any dropouts directly, or any of the role players directly, inform the chief judge and event chair as well. Be ready to mute anyone in case any disruption happened, and keep the communication, always keep the communication between all the functionaries and all the teams. Now, what do you need to do after the contest? It's similar to the sergeant at arm role. You need to stay late, dismantle and clear the meeting space if it is physical. And if it is online, you need to end the meeting, wait for the recording to upload on the cloud, and share the recording with the contest chair. This is for the IT moderator role. Now, what about the contest master role? Anyone knows what the contest master needs to do before the day of the contest? Let's keep the comments going on the chat, or if anyone wants to speak. Yes, Toastmasters Sarah, but you sent it in direct message. Ask for eligibility forms from all the participants. And no Toastmaster Ernest. First of all, as contest master, you need to introduce yourself to the contestants, share and collect eligibility forms from them and hand them to the chief judge. Attend the briefing, brief your contestants, take note. Yes, hand over. Yes, Toastmaster, finish. Attend the briefing, take notes of any contestant missing during the briefing, and brief your contestants. Of course, revise your script with the event chair and clear any doubts you have with the CJ regarding the contest rules. Maintain a copy of the agenda, that's of course, and the speaking order. If you notice any dropouts, notify the event chair. Identify timer 1, timer 2, and backup timer. Prepare general interview questions if required, because normally after the contest, we will have interview with the contestants. So you need to prepare general interview questions to ask the contestants. And also when briefing the contestants, draw the speaking order. Be early, be professional, be proactive, always. Now, what does a contest master needs to do during the contest? What do you need to do as contest master during the contest? Toastmaster Dinesh, I'd love to hear your voice if you can unmute.
Thank you, DTM Nuha. During contest here, during the contest master first role to read out the criteria and rules of the contest to the contestant and speaking order. And these are the common rules he or she has to first read out before start the contest. Check all the contestants are present in the contest room. Thank you.
Yes, I totally agree with you, Dinesh. Make sure our contestants are in the meeting room. Be enthusiastic and carry that energy during the contest, but maintain order and silence were required. Yes, keep a smile on face, DTM Khalid. Ask for CJ permission before starting the contest. You have to ask for Chief Judge's permission before you start the contest. Chief Judge, can we start the contest? Be loud and clear when you recite the order, the rules and speaking order. Also refrain from using contestants' titles or designation. Announce for any dropouts, and this is really important. When you announce for dropouts, if it happened after the speaking order is thrown, the speaking order will not change. We will just announce that this contestant's number, this, like, for example, contestant 3 will announce that the third contestant had dropped out, but the speaking order will not change. Refrain from commenting on any speech or contestants, and this is really important. You need to refrain, even if you know the contestants personally, refrain from commenting on the speech or on the contestants. You need to signal the sergeant at arms to prepare the contestant, to signal the timer to time the 1 minute of silence, and signal the IT moderator to share the certificates or the slide. And before adjourning the contest, you need to confirm with TJ that he took the time he needs to collect the ballot and do his duty. So that is during the contest. What do the contest master need to do after the contest? 𝗣𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗣𝗡𝗣𝗔𝗡𝗥, why don't you tell me? 𝗣𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗡𝗣𝗅, if you're the contest master, what do you need to do after the contest? Can you unmute? What about our MC Toastmaster Thuraya, DTM Thuraya?
So I was
Yes.
muted earlier.
Yes,
Go ahead,
DTM.
DTM Jalal.
Go ahead, ma'am.
I will leave the floor for you first. Go ahead, DTM Jalal.
Okay. So if it is after the contest, that is your question.
Yes,
Madam Nuha?
he adjourned the contest. What does he need to do after that?
Well, if he adjourns the meeting, he or she needs to take a break, have a coffee, and wait till the time comes to get the results prepared. And when called upon, he or she needs to announce the results and make sure the results are, properly checked and everything, and then announce the results and make sure all the contestants are happy.
Yes, yes. Amazingly said, DTM Khalid.
And after that,
You need,
after that, go back for lunch.
yes, and coffee.
Yes.
So, yes, DTM Khalid. So announce if there's any protest or time disqualification happened, and then announcing the winners in a descending order, starting from the third place winner, second place, and then the first place winner. So this is for the contest master. What about the timer? What does the timer need to do before the contest, before the day of the contest? Toastmaster Farooq, would you like to participate?
Thank you, Toastmaster Nuha. The timer actually needs to, before the contest, check if the timing criteria are set properly and everybody is informed, and make sure they have the cards that are approved by the division that they want to use for the timing cards, and also require, like, if any of the speakers are giving addresses, what should be the cue for them that should be given. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Farooq. Yes, well said. And yes, DTM Khalid, he needs to contact Toastmaster Dinesh for procedure, because Toastmaster Dinesh is an experienced timer, and I learned a lot from him. So first of all, connect with Chief Judge and other timers, because normally we have 2 or 3 timers. We have timer 1, timer 2, and backup timer. Clear any doubts about your pool. Attend the briefings, know the timing criteria, maintain a copy of the agenda and the speaking order, and prepare the timer sheet and timing cards. Timing cards should have words in the card. So if anyone has a disability, they can't see the color, they will be able to read the word. And also your display picture as timer 1, timer 2, or backup timer, so the speaker can identify you easily. And always understand the timing criteria. If you have any doubts, be proactive and go directly to the event chair and clear any doubts. Now, what about during the contest? Toastmaster Thuraya, would you like to participate?
Thank you, Toastmaster Nuha. So the timer during the contest, he need to time the contestants from starting from the first word they uttered and keep the record, submit the record later on to the chief judge.
Yes, yes, wonderfully said, DTM Thuraya. Now, all timers must fill the timing log, but only timer 1 will show the signals and time the 1 minute of silence. Yes, they must ensure good, and all role players must ensure good internet connection and ensure the laptop and Zoom are in good health. And if not, they need to pursue 𝗣𝗥𝗢𝗣𝗘𝗥 to help them. Now, what if timer 1 drops out? Timer 2 immediately connect with the event chair. He became timer 1, and backup timer became timer 2. And when timer 1 rejoin, he becomes the backup timer. This is important to understand the sequence. If any timer drops out, he will go back to the back of the chain, and other timers will be up. Yes, the Toastmaster Dinesh, would you like to say something?
Yes, Toastmasters DTM Nuha Madani. Just I would like to add something. If the meeting is physical, a contest is physical, timer has to display the correct warning signal to the speaker. By means to the speaker, he should not raise that the physical card above his shoulder level, so it will be visible to the back sitting the audience. So let him, if it is available the desk, it will be hold on the desk. So and sit on the front seat as usual timer sit. And another thing, sometimes I cannot say unexperienced, but due to little carelessness, they show the timer card and immediate drop down, keep on the table. It should be continue in the raised position till the next time is coming, session I think 5, 6, 7. So it should be continue to raise. So contestant will be visible to all the time. That only I want to add the things. In online, sure, we cannot avoid to see others because we all are on the virtual window. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh. And yes, as we said, he's the expert when it comes to timer role. Now, if a speaker drops or has technical issue, timer 2 must post the time, timer 1 must post the time, and timer 2 times the disconnection time. The timer 1 will resume the time when signaled by the chief judge or the contest master. The timer should only share timing sheet with chief judge. Now, what does the timer need to do after the contest? If the winners are announced and he noticed a time disqualification in the announcement, he immediately needs to raise a protest, and only protest if there is a time disqualification among the winners. Maintain confidentiality of time. You don't share the timing sheet with anyone except the chief judge. And if it is an online contest, it's your responsibility as timer to destroy the timing sheet. Now we're coming to the last role player. This is, of course, the timer cards, and this is the timer sheet. You have the contestant name and you record by minutes and seconds, and you share this only with the chief judge. Now, the last role we have is the ballot counter. Now, anyone can tell me what does the ballot counter do? Or to save time, let me go directly to that. He needs to attend the briefing and clear any doubts about his role. Prepare his tally sheet, maintain a copy of the papers of the information that he will need to use, like agenda and speaking order. Connect with the judges and introduce yourself, especially if it's an online contest. The judges need to know your contact number so they can share the ballot with you. And always be early, be professional. All role players should be professional because you're reflecting the image of the contest. And what do you need to do during the contest? First of all, record the time, record the points on the tally sheet when you receive the ballots from the judges. This is the point criteria that you need to understand. 3 points for the first place, 2 points for the second place, and 1 point for the third. And after the results, compute all the totals and share the tally sheet with chief judge, and point if there's any incomplete ballots, point that to the chief judge. And after the contest, upon announcing the winners, you need to raise a protest if there's a difference in results, but you need to check if there is time disqualification first. And of course, maintain confidentiality and destroy the tally sheet if it's online. It's your responsibility to destroy the tally sheet. And this is, of course, the ballot that you receive from the judge. First place get 3 points, second place get 2, and third place get 1 point. And you will compute this and send the ballot result to the chief judge. This is my presentation. I hope that it was enjoyable and it was beneficial. You learned some of the tips and tricks you can do as functionaries. And my last advice is always be proactive. You don't have to do anything alone, but you have to initiate it. Thank you. And back to our wonderful DTM Thuraya.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nuha, for sharing and enlightening us about the